Good morning, children. Students of 10th standard. Last time I had given the portion which is for 10th standard and the lessons which are deleted. This chart was shown on the board, and at the same time I had told you all to write the glossaries, meanings of the difficult words, so also to read the lesson. Now today I am going to explain the first chapter, A Wrong Man in Workers' Paradise, written by Rabindranath Tagore. This is lesson number 1. Now pay attention here. This thing is on the board. First English, first language, 10th standard, lesson number 1. The Wrong Man in Workers' Paradise, explanation. I will give explanation here, and afterwards I will give home assignment, homework, which you have to work. And please look here to this lesson. A Wrong Man in Workers' Paradise. This lesson is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was a multifaceted person, born 1861 to 1941. He is our national poet. He had a multifaceted personality. He was not only a great poet, but also a genius in music, painting, acting, and choreography. See these 4 characters which vests in him. He was the first Indian to receive the Nobel Prize. The first Indian Nobel Prize was received by Rabindranath Tagore. He was awarded the honor in 1913 for his Gitanjali, a collection of poems. Gitanjali is a collection of poems. Now, I will start the explanation. The main character in this story is a man who never did any useful work, a very lazy person, a very idle person. And you might have come across such people who are idle, who do not do anything, but they are interested in some other things. He pleased himself doing things that were useless. Now, the things which he did were useless to the people who work, and they were needless. He painted and made little pieces of sculpture. He was also a sculpturist. A pieces he used to make, assemble together, prepare an art, and go on showing to the people. This person was of the intention that other parts, instead of work, joy we get from other artful things. He wished to get rid of such useless interests. He wished to get rid of such useless interests, but didn't manage to do so. Even though he had lived a useless life, the gates of heaven opened for him after death. This is miracle. This is a miracle. People say that after death, the person goes to heaven or hell, depends upon his duties. But it is just like a game of chance. He was an idler, he was useless, did needless things, but still then, when he died, directly he was taken to heaven. God's messengers placed him in workers' paradise. God's messenger is there who came to take his soul away. He took his soul to workers' paradise. Instead of putting him in hell, anyhow by confusion, the aerial messenger took him to the workers' paradise, that is to paradise. In this paradise you find everything except leisure. Now the scene of that what we call the paradise is, all people are working there. Nobody has spare time. People here were busy with work and they had no time to spare for leisure. The people were so busy in their work, absorbed in the work, that they had no leisure time. They valued work and time. They gave value only for work and time. So much so, they laughed at the idler who wasted his time, and they started to laugh at this idler person who did nothing. Walking about lazily, this person was walking about lazily in the streets and lying down in green meadows. Now the work of the idler man, when he reached heaven, he did nothing. He walking about lazily here and there in the streets and lying down on the green meadows. He did nothing. The girl of the silent torrent found him idle day after day and took pity on him. But there was a girl. One little girl was there. She was very busy in her work. While she was going to the silent torrent to fill water, every time she used to come across this person, idler man. And one day, she took pity on this person. She told him that she was willing to spare some work if he was willing to do it. She asked him, instead of spending your day idly, you do one thing, she said, I will give you some work on condition that if you are eager to do. The man in reply said that he had no time to spare to do any work. The man instantly replied, this girl, and he said, I have no time to do any work, he said. However, the idler was willing to paint pictures on her picture. She used to take pot for the water, that is called pitcher. And this girl used to take the pitcher in her hand, with her to fill water. This man told her, if you give me your pitcher, I will paint this picture, he said. Means this is the only art this man knows. The girl was fascinated by what the man had painted on her picture. Once or twice, she was reluctant to give her picture. But one day, a day came, she gave her picture to him. It was for the first time that she had set her eyes on something that had no purpose and no meaning. So what happened? This person took the picture of the girl. He painted lines on the picture. He painted the picture with different colors, brought it and gave it to her. This girl asked him, what does it mean? What is the meaning of this? He said, no meaning. But it was so beautiful that the girl took the picture to her cottage, where she started scanning that picture. She took it round and round and tried to understand the meaning of the picture, what it is actually. Now I will tell you all one thing. This girl, before giving the picture to the idler, She used to go very fast to the silent torrent and she used to work very fast. But when this picture was drawn by the idler person, when he started to scan the picture, when she started to scan the picture, she was quite astonished. A meaningless thing is such a meaningful one. She went on scanning the whole night, hiding from others, and the next day, her hurrying feet became less hurried. Her hurrying feet became less hurried is oxymoron figure of speech. Two contrasting words are coming there. Hurried feet, less hurried. You underline this in your textbook and write there it is oxymoron figure of speech. The girl was quite fascinated by what the man had painted on her picture. It was the first time that she had set her eyes on something that had no purpose and no meaning. He also painted a ribbon for her. When next day when she was going with the painted picture to fill water in the silent torrent, he was standing. He came across her. And then he said, then he told her, if you give her your ribbons, I will draw some pictures on it. Not only did this girl, but many workers in the workers' paradise came under the influence of the idler and began to neglect their work. Don't go to think like that. Only girl came under the influence of this person. No. There were other people in the paradise, and some of them also came under the influence of this idler and under the influence of his art. This was a matter of concern. The elders called for a meeting to sort out this problem. The elders who were in the workers' paradise, who had no time for leisure, they called a meeting, elders, and to find a solution for this. This was a matter of concern. The elders called for a meeting to sort out this problem. The aerial angel came to their rescue by pointing out that he had placed the idler in their midst by mistake, and he was responsible for the confusion in their paradise. Now what happened? While meeting was going on, why such thing was happening in workers' paradise, this was discussed there. And it was a great concern for them. And at that time, the aerial messenger stepped in and he told his mistake. He told the elders of the paradise, by mistake, he said, by confusion, instead of taking him to heaven, I have brought him to paradise, to heaven. This is by mistake, he said. The idler was summoned and asked to leave the workers' paradise. Immediately, instantly, the elder persons of the paradise called this idler man and told him, you go away from here. You have no work in the workers' paradise because you are spoiling everything. Most of the people are coming under your influence. What was amazing was the fact that when the idler was leaving, when he was told to leave, the idler with all his equipments started to leave. One miracle happened. The girl of the torrent too decided to leave with him. The girl said, stop. She stopped the idler and told, I too will accompany. I too will come with you. She saw great possibilities outside the workers' paradise. Now this girl understood that meaningless things are also having meaning. So she said, she saw great possibilities are there for other things also. The elders gasped as they had never before seen a thing like this happen. Never before, na bhuto na bhavishyati. Never happened before. Such thing had happened this time. This is the explanation of a wrong man in workers' paradise. Now, I will further go with this. In workers' paradise, work had begun to suffer. Work started suffering. Number of people came under his influence. The girl was totally under his influence. Many active people were now idle. Many active people who were in workers' paradise, they became idle. Were wasting their time on useless things. Actually, for the workers' paradise, this was a useless art, useless work, and all had come under this influence. Such a painting and sculptor, most of the people were behind. This made the elders anxious, and by this, the elders became anxious. In the following stages of the story, several changes take place in the behavior of the girl. Even the girl's behavior has also changed. You can see this change here. Firstly, she spends time looking at the painting on the picture. The first time when she got the painted picture, she started to waste time scanning it. Something that had no meaning. Something she had got which had no meaning, no purpose at all. To the people of the workers' paradise, it was meaningless. To the people of workers' paradise. Secondly, on her way to the torrent, her hurrying feet became less hurried than before. And second thing what we have observed here, the hurrying feet became less hurried. Where she used to move fast, like the strings of the guitar, her pace became very slow. Thirdly, there was a new awakening in her. A new thing, concept had come in her. Things that made no sense, had no purpose so far, now began to look meaningful to her. Things, meaningless things, now she came to know that they are meaningful. All the above, firstly, it's the idler who awakens in her sense of appreciation for a picture that had no purpose to her. The picture was purposeless for her. But that was awakened in her by this idler man. Secondly, artists are able to bring out a change in attitude with their work of beauty and fine taste. Even workers can attach themselves to such things which will give happiness. Their work may not make one rich, but it gives joy to the one who views it. You see, one may not become rich by such meaningless things, but one may get joy there. It opens up new possibilities. Lastly, the girl too was very receptive to beauty. Lastly, the girl too became very attracted to beauty. This may have enabled her to change her attitude, and this enabled her to change her attitude, change her view, change her concept, change her thoughts, which made her realize that work is not all important. Here, one may think work, always work, is not so important. Beauty too gives a man sense of fulfillment. By beauty also you will get sense of fulfillment. Your longings will be fulfilled. Now children, I have explained this lesson totally, and this explanation will help you to understand the complete theme of this lesson, one thing. Now second thing is, go through the question answers given there in your text on lesson number 1. Questions are there. You first read this lesson silently, try to understand it, and then go on answering the questions. Go on answering the questions by your own way, by using your own words, and then you compare it to the text lines and see where you can correct yourself if you have gone wrong. This is all about the wrong man in workers' paradise. Now what I will do is, I will give you all some assignment. One assignment I have given you all to write question answers. Now I will give you all dictionary work, work in pairs, and find out the meaning of the following phrasal verbs are given here in a dictionary. Use them in sentences of your own. What you have to do, these phrasal words you must use in your own sentence. First is run away, second is run down, third is run into, run out, run around, go about, go away, go through, go along, go into, go ahead, take aback, take off, take on, take over. These are the words. (15 to 16 words, phrasal verbs, phrases I have given. You take the dictionary, go for the meaning for it, and after getting the meaning, you write down the meaning and try to use these phrasal verbs into your own sentence. Thank you. Thank you very much. Next time we'll see one poem we'll take, and I will explain the poem, The Two Pair of Saras Cranes, written by Manmohan Singh. Thank you. Thank you very much. Best of luck.